Welcome, everyone. Namaste. A very good morning, or good evening, or good afternoon from wherever you're joining us. Welcome to day 4 of 21-day meditation challenge. Let us all take a moment to calm ourselves down before we begin our group meditation. Take a breath in and release a breath out, making your body aware, your mind aware that you are now present in this moment completely. I request you all to find a comfortable spot where you can be attentive but comfortable. You can darken the room during the meditation if you want to, that helps. You can create your own sacred space where you are attending this session and doing the meditation from by lighting some fragrances. Just taking this moment to prepare ourselves and to bring ourselves back in this moment completely. In another minute, we are going to begin our meditation. If you want to sip some water, please go ahead do it. If you have just woken up, I would request you to sip some water or walk before you sit, just to become a little bit more attentive. And making your body aware that you are now woken up, so that while you're meditating, you do not get into sleep. It is okay to feel sleepy or to feel as if you're sleeping in meditation, but we can do our best to not to sleep by making our body a little bit more aware if we have just woken up. All right, now let us all begin a group meditation. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, clasp your hands, cross your legs. If any one of us are wearing spectacles, kindly remove them. Slowly become aware of your incoming and outgoing breath. Your natural, tender, soft breath. Do not open your eyes, come what may. Just be with your breath. Any disturbance coming from outside, detach yourself from that. Any noises, any sensations, and come back to your natural breathing. Back to your breath. Your natural inhalation and exhalation. Every step that we take in our life is either becoming catalyst towards our soul's evolution or creating a karmic reaction. Choice is always in our hands because we create our own reality. Let us move with our breath, my dear friends. Meditation is the key ingredient to gain mental clarity. And with that mental clarity, and dive into oceans of wisdom which help us take the steps that are aligned to our soul's evolution. Without any distractions. Just be with your breath. thoughts whatsoever. Come back to your breath. Your natural, easy, tender, soft breath. How your breath is going in and how your breath is coming out. Last 2 minutes. Do not open your eyes. Just be with your breath. Last 1 minute. Mhm. 30 seconds. Do not open your eyes until asked. Last 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. With your next breath, kindly unclasp your hands and gently place them on your eyes. And you may open your eyes. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for this wonderful, wonderful meditation. Let us all clap for each other and for this wonderful meditation today. Well, take a moment, sip some water if you want to, and kindly open your cameras so we can see each other. And also respect each other's presence. How was today's meditation? Anyone wants to share? Wait, let me make, either you can raise your hand or type in the chat so that we can unmute you to speak before we begin today's topic. Anyone wants to share? You can unmute yourself now. Okay, before diving in today's topic, let us recap what we have understood yesterday. Anybody wants to mention what you learned yesterday? Are you all reading the book by yourself as well? Who all are? Come on, raise your hand so that I know you are here with me listening to me. Even if you haven't, say no. Response. Chanda is saying no. Okay. Preeti is saying not yet. Okay. Well, I do recommend you all to start reading this book. PDF have been shared in the book, so it's easy access because getting Torkom book online, like getting the book, buying the book is a little bit difficult. So you have this PDF, which is a real gift. Kindly start reading it. Take time for yourself and start reading it. When you will read after you are listening to us in these sessions, it will really, dwell into your subconscious mind. You will really understand the meaning. So do read the book along with the discussions. All right. So yesterday we talked about how karma is also called law of mirror, law of compensation. Right? These two things that we learned yesterday. Now, last thing that we were talking about was how what we are is the exact, our life is the exact reflection of what we are. So if anything that is is there which you are not liking or which you are getting alarmed about, that is coming in your awareness, which is not what you want to experience, that is a wake up call to look inside and see from where is that coming from. What is that you're projecting in your outer reality that is making your current reality not up to your liking? So that is what we learned yesterday as law of mirror. We all want happiness. Who is that? Tell me one person, tell me any of you, if I ask you that, if you will ask, you will be given that. So if I ask you want happiness, any one of you will say no. Tell me. Will any of you will reject happiness, great relationships, great job, great clear career opportunities? Who will say no? Tell me. Are you all sleeping?
नहीं, हम ये तो नहीं चाहते कि हमें कोई खुशी ना मिले, लेकिन जब से इस मेडिटेशन या इस स्पिरिचुअल में आए हैं, तब से ये लगता है कि ये चीज़ें जब आ रही हैं, तो हमें वो कहीं से जैसे ना रोशनी मिलती है, एक सुराग मिलता है, वहाँ से हमें कुछ बहुत कुछ मिल रहा है। अब उस दर्द में से काफ़ी कुछ हमें मिल रहा है, तो ऐसा लगता है नहीं, वो दर्द हमारे काम के लिए है, हमारी खुशी के लिए आया है, नया कुछ सिखाने के लिए आया है।
बिल्कुल संगीता जी, धन्यवाद ये शेयर करने के लिए। जब हम when we start meditating, जब we start looking inside, going within, तो वो लाइट अपने आप आने लगती है, वो रोशनी अपने आप हमें दिखने लगती है, क्योंकि वो रोशनी ऑलरेडी एग्जिस्ट करती है. The light is always around us, the divinity is always around us, the beauty is always around us. But when we really start connecting with our own self, when we start building our conscious intellect, wisdom, then we see the beauty in the darkness as well. So it already exists, but our eyes open up to see it. So जब हम ध्यान करते हैं और जब हम अपने विजडम को बढ़ाते हैं, अपने इंटेलेक्ट को बढ़ाते हैं, तो हम वो चीज देख पाते हैं. सो धन्यवाद वो शेयर करने के लिए. नाउ आई अंडरस्टैंड दैट एवरीबody wants. नाउ let me see the chat as well. Chanda is saying I will say yes. Yes, you will not want happiness. Okay. Rekha is saying, when I meditate, thoughts go through all the time. Sometime before I did imagination meditation, even that time also that happened. Okay, that this is a different topic, Rekha. Okay, but let me cater to this in the end of our session today. Okay, I will talk about this, but in the end, let us not break the continuation of what I'm talking about. But I will cater to this. Okay. Okay, Chanda is saying, I mean, I will say yes for happiness. Yes, you are very normal. You're very natural. If you will say yes. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants great relationships. Nobody wants misunderstanding, fights, divorces, or breakups. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants ex-friends, right? Everybody love to have a great friendships, great relationships. But why is that we always work towards gaining or achieving the opposite of it? Why is that when we open our mouth, only misunderstanding comes out, only miscommunications come out, only those reality come out which create sadness? Ever wondered? Why is that we want to, what we want, we always work towards getting the opposite of it? And yes, we are working towards getting opposite of it, nobody else. Because we are learning here in these sessions that we have to stop blaming, that because of other person the miscommunication is happening, because nobody understands. That is why I am the one who is having no relationship, no friendships, or not a good career option. There's no hiring, nobody is accepting my jobs, my resumes. So we cannot blame outside, because everything that you are is exactly what you're receiving from the outer reality. Because there is a constant battle between what you want and what is that you are actually walking towards with your thoughts, with your emotions, with your intentions. And with more examples, with more coming, with the coming content, you will understand this. How to stop, how can you stop this cycle and really walk towards what you really want? By gaining wisdom, by filling your mind with wisdom, right intellect, right information. If you know that if I speak this, it will create misunderstanding, you will not speak. If you're conscious enough that what I'm speaking may create something opposite to what I want, you will not speak that. You will speak right words. You will speak, you will express rightly. You will go for the right job. You will speak rightly in the interview, right? From where that clarity will come? Through your own meditation, with your own heightened intellect, wisdom, conscious, heightened consciousness. And how to increase that consciousness is what we are doing right now. By doing Sajjan Sangitya, by reading right books. Only one thing is not enough. Simply listening to me is not enough. Because when you are listening, you may take 5 points what I'm speaking right now, and rest of it may just pass through the head. So listening is not mere good enough. Read books yourself. Invest your time in such activities more and more. If you want to listen, keep listening again and again, so that it stays in within, when it reprograms you. It works deeper from the core, because it's not humanly possible to take all the things that I'm saying in this moment with you. Either you listen again and again to anyone you want to, or read the books. No, there's no or. And read the books. Share your wisdom. Whatever, all, why do I ask in the group, what are your takeaways? To remind yourself what you have learned. So when you speak what you have learned, you're reminding yourself all those points. So it's important for you to express. Either you can write in your journals or share with your people that you're living with, your friends, your family. Make them sit and tell them. All right. That is how you create you heighten your consciousness. That's how you evolve. These are the steps, and only these steps will lead you in better clarity in taking those steps towards what you really want. So, whenever there is a conflict, there is a karma. So, anywhere within or outside, Wherever there is a conflict, there is a karma. You should be in harmony within. There should be harmony within you. And when there is a harmony within you, your mind, your emotion, your intention are aligned. When there is harmony, then there is harmony outside as well. When there is no harmony inside, you want something but you're doing something else, you will definitely attract disharmony from an outer reality as well. Everything that comes on your way will be something which you're not satisfied with, you're not happy with, you have complaints against with. This is not right. I know you have best of best in the world. Something else want what you have right now, but you are not satisfied because you're not in harmony with your own self from within. So you can have everything that other wants, but you can still be unhappy because again, there's no harmony within yourself. So outer material
नंदिनी,
or outer reality
हार्मनी
does
मुझे
not
नहीं
define.
समझ में आ
Sorry. Please, let me complete, and maybe you can raise your hand, and we will pause and let you speak, so that there is no disturbance. There's no worry, you can speak, but raise your hand so that we can pause and let you speak. Yes, Sangeeta ji. Please go ahead.
कि
अगर
मुझे
आप
हार्मनी जो वर्ड है ये बार बार आ रहा है इस सेंटेंस में, तो मुझे ना पूरा सेंटेंस ही समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि
अच्छा,
ये जो हार्मनी है इसका मतलब क्या
ओके, सो हार्मनी का मतलब होता है एकता। जैसे एक रिदम होता है ना, संगीत में एक रिदम होता है। अगर रिदम नहीं होता तो डिस्टरबेंस फील होता है ना संगीत में। सिमिलरली, जब एक रिदम है, एक एकता है, तो हार्मनी में है। तो इसका मतलब ये है। ओके, थैंक यू। नाउ let us today understand. This is a great example that Torko mentions, that a young man's come to him and says that he wants health. In the next moment, he mentions that I want to have drugs. Now, you see the conflict? One, you want health, but you are taking drugs. Then how will you have health? And that is what every one of us are doing in our life. We want to have peace. We want to have great relationships. But what we are doing is all constantly fearing about. No, no. If that person is not giving me what I want attention, I want whatever is that you want. If you're not getting it, you start thinking opposite of it. Okay, if I'm not getting it, this is what is the reality. Maybe I'm not good enough, or maybe that person is not interested in me, or maybe uh, you find faults in outside world or you find faults in your own self, but that is not what you want. So wherever there is a conflict, there is a karma. So get in, understand what is that you truly want and what are the steps to achieve it. And to understand those steps clearly, to choose rightly. The main problem is the confusion, whether to do it or not to do it. The confusion ends where you have mental clarity, where you're connected with your intuition. And how to connect with your intuition? Your soul is always telling you. And of course, even if you make if you make mistakes, nobody is perfect. You cannot make every time. Mistakes are not your enemy. Again, karma is also not your enemy. If even if you make a decision which is creating a effect and cause, It is okay. It is not for your, no punishment will be given to you. Now, the next step for you is to stop that cycle, that cause and effect there and then. That is your next step. So any moment you find yourself, oh, I did something wrong that was not supposed to be done. If that awareness has come, how to stop? By not creating another effect. Remember that example of a man gets sick, right? The chain of cycle. If a person get aware that what is that I need to do in the next moment and do it rightly, the chain will stop. So that is what now our dharma is, to stop the cycles that we have created in past. That's how we evolve. That is what we are doing now, preparing ourselves to do now. That's why we are gaining this knowledge. And that is also our dharma to teach others so that they can stop their cycle. Because they will have to, everyone has to balance their karma. Everybody has to balance their actions. Either tomorrow, today, 10 years, next lifetime, whenever. But they will have to balance. Life after, death, in life after death. If you think karma only exists on this plane, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. You will have to pay either on come if you choose to come back on this plane, on this earth to learn here. Otherwise, in other dimensions. But you will have to balance it out. Now, understanding here, Torpum says that another name of karma is moving scales. A person is like a scale. Anything he puts into his nature will either elevate him or lower down him. So, scale. Either you go up, again, the choices that you make, the decision that you take, the steps that you make is either gonna help you climb up the ladder or make you fall down the ladder. So, karma is like a scale, law of scale. Any there are also echoes coming from his previous actions that we have learned. Okay, we all have learned that karma is law of echo, and your one action can have multiple ripple effects. Previous actions, previous lives, like a trade of wave on its own. So your actions can create a trial or a trade of wave. Now, again, he's repeating the same thing that I've already said. It can come back to you in 5 days, 5 years, 5 lifetime, or 5,000 lifetime, but it will come back to you. You, for example, you murdered someone. You murdered someone in this lifetime. It is possible that the law on this earth did not give you death sentence, did not caught you, did not catch you, and you did not get any punishment, physical punishment. That is, and you feel like, oh, I got escaped. I did the crime, but I got escaped. You feel so proud, you feel so powerful that see, nobody can catch me. I can do whatever I want. No, you will get it back. And that is a play of the laws, the law of karma. How it gonna come back to you? Either you are gonna get murdered next time, or you will have to be up in a police department next time, in the next lifetime. That is the play. Now it was a huge example. Nobody of us wanna murder anybody. Right. Now let me give more layman example. For example, you you you're there's a very close friend of yours. Okay, and they start talking to somebody you don't like. Yeah. Now you start thinking that how can my friend talk to somebody who I don't like? That friend has betrayed me. That friend is not my friend. They, they are cheating me. So you'll start creating those thoughts in your mind because you think that you own that person and you own that person's life's actions. So you start creating that feeling of your energy speaks before you. So you start creating that energy towards you and your friendship. And then if you are falling apart from that friendship, name an example. It could be your husband, your wife, it could be your family member in the same scenario. But your energy is creating that effect and it's you are drifting apart because no, you cannot tell somebody what to do, what not to do. You can suggest that this is because I do not like that person, these are the points I do not like that person, and I am asking you because I want you to also not experience what I have experienced. You can always say, put your feeling, express your feeling in that way, and let the person choose what they want to choose for themselves. So this was a layman example. I'm sure we must have been into such situation once or twice in our life. So if you want to convey something, you can convey in this way that this is what I've experienced, and that's why I want, because I think that I want to protect you from the similar experience. This is what it is. And then let the other person choose what they want to choose. But no, we don't do that way. Yes, yes, Preeti.
Hi, Nandini. My question is if you can explain what do we put on both the scales, like both the sides of the scale? What do we put the values? What do we compare?
So again, this is the question of awareness. What step elevate you on your path and what step put you down? It's okay, let's take for a common sense anything that you are like how I gave an example right now. Now, if I feel that I own somebody's life and what I want should be accepted by everyone, right? For the example I just gave. So how my feelings are, how my thoughts and intentions are. So will these actions and thought elevate me on my path or fall me down or put me on to downfall or I'm dwelling into well? What do you think?
So, if I understand your point correctly, you're saying that one side of the scale we are measuring how what emotions we are giving right now and what results would be in the future. Am I correct? I don't know.
Not just emotions, your thoughts, your intentions, and you will understand in coming matter
Okay.
the definitely. So your point is now here what you need to understand is the scale is talking about your actions, your emotions, your thoughts. So your all these things like how we talked about in previous classes, these define your actions, your reality. What you are, your reality is exactly that. So if your emotions, your thoughts, your intention, your writings are full of such disastrous thought, negative thoughts, or something which are not elevating your own self and others. So they will definitely put you down on the scale, on your own evolution scale. That scale is not for any, there's, everybody doesn't have the same scale. It's your own scale, your own evolution scale. Okay. So your thoughts, your emotions, your intentions, what you're speaking, what you're thinking, what you're writing are sowing seeds in the space. And they are not only affecting you on the physical level, they are also getting effects on all the other levels. So here we need to understand that we are 7 bodies. That's a different concept, yes. But we are mental body, we are physical body, we are emotional body, we are casual body, we are super casual body. Simply understand that we are mental body, we are emotional body, we are physical body, we are spiritual body. Okay, let's break it down in 4. So what we do physically affects emotionally our emotional body, our mental body, our spiritual body. So what are we doing right now here on this plane? Just by thinking also are affecting all the other levels. So your thoughts also, not just what your action. So till now we used to think whatever we act are the only end result, right? We should do good. When inside you are feeling so anger, you're angry on your husband, for example. I'm just giving an example. You're angry on your husband and you talk to him very politely because you're thinking it will be a bad manner or bad karma on me if I will hit him because I'm so angry on him. But that's not it. Your emotions are already doing that for you. Your emotions, your thoughts are already hitting him with your energy, understanding. So you're already creating that karma by even thinking.
Right.
Action is something which you can see. It's tangible. So you're thinking that if I don't do it, it's not existing. Your thought is energy, your emotion is energy, and it is sowing the seed. And it will come in reality. One day you will hit physically. It will make you hit physically because it has already been sown. So the plant will manifest. It will grow someday. And it will make you slap him one day. That's how how those emotional reactions create in our life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, we are just, it's just a comparison of what we are and what we want, like what we want and what we are. We are just comparing both of them. Like our today's emotions are how it's basically cause and effect, right? What what you sow today, you're going to reap tomorrow. That's what you are measuring with that scale.
No, 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 no.
Or
Everything is cause and
maybe,
effect. Yes, everything is cause and effect. What we're talking about here right now is whatever you do is either gonna put you, okay. Okay, now we're talking about scale. You're climbing a ladder, okay? You're putting your leg upwards to climb the ladder, but suddenly you slip and you fall. You did not see that there was a gap between, there was a missing a pedal on the ladder, and you fall. You were not aware, you were not mindful while walking or climbing. So your step, if you were mindful, you would have known, you would have carefully upscale yourself to the next ladder by avoiding that slip. But because you were not mindful, your step made you fall down. Understanding. So we are talking about right now your actions either elevate you or make you fall down. So
okay.
it's not about, of course, there are past actions which are echoing you, which are echoing and coming back to you and making your reality what it is right now. But your current steps are also defining either you elevate or downfall.
Okay.
So it is about past actions as well, but it is about what you are doing now as well. That is the most important thing. Forget about what you did in past, because there's nothing that you can do to rectify it now.
Hmm.
So if you see the scale as, okay, this is something which is defining from what I have done in past, you will always keep dwelling into past. But see the scale as what you do now is going to define whether you climb up in your soul's evolution or fall down. See it as that.
Okay.
So it's a scale. So everything defines it.
Okay. Got it.
Your past, your present, your future actions.
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
All right. Now, okay. So now we must question, what is it we are putting on the scale? Is it hypocrisy, self-interest, ego, exploitation, fear, misuse, and exploitation of others? Now, this is what your question was. What is that we are putting on scale? Right, Preeti? So let us understand what he is saying now. If this is what we are putting on scale, that is what we will create, what we'll receive. Now, again, understand whatever your actions are going to be, you're gonna receive that. So see it as something, again, everything is correlated. Every law that we are reading is karma only. And all these law are cause and effect only. But they are giving different meanings, different names to it to understand for our own better understanding. So he is right now saying, if we put jealousy, self-interest, ego, self-exploitation or exploitation of others on the scale, we are going to receive that only. So it is going to create downfall only. Whatever you're gonna put is going to define whether you're gonna elevate or fall down. So what you put on the scale is what you're gonna receive. I hope this made it more better, more clearer. So if a person is treated in certain ways, it means that he acted in those ways in past. So whatever you are receiving, if you're receiving betrayal, you might have given someone the same treatment, or you might have betrayed your own self. So whatever you put out, you are going to receive. Yes, what you sow, you reap. But the point is, what is that you are sowing now? That is what I want you all to be aware of, conscious of. What is that you are now putting on the scale? Because if you are going to be aware of what you're doing now, maybe the effect of your past actions are going to lessen. They're going to be a little less. They're, it's going to stop there and then only. So that's why be aware now. Okay, now is a very interesting law. This is really, really, really interesting. Karma is also sometimes called as law of self-made traps, which we are doing every day. Remember the example of porcupine? Now, if that person was aware that if I go into certain range within where the porcupine is. If I go in certain range, it is the nature of porcupine to throw the needles, because to protect him. If I'll be aware, I won't go near that. I will maintain certain distance which will not affect it, or I will be, if I'm going in that range, I will be prepared so that he don't feel attacked, right? So the right information, if one has information, right information, his or her actions or his or her steps will be well created, well crafted, well taken, wisely taken. So how can you get out of self-made traps? Is only and only information, is only and only right wisdom. And how do you get it? Right now, you're listening to me. If you do not meditate, if you do not let your mind settle down before listening or before reading the book, you will not be able to register the new information. So, emptying your mind is so important. We have to flush down all the cluttered information that we have taken, which are not helping us in this reality, making our reality. So meditation is the key to declutter your mind first, to make space for some new information, for the right information to pass on. And when you have right information, you will take righteous action. You will make right decisions in your life. Now let's understand what is self-made traps. We build traps for ourselves, he says. And the whole time we are very happy while we're building them. We build physical, emotional, and mental traps with our speech, writings, and so on. We want to escape the trap, but the more we fight, the more trapped we become. Once the arrow has been thrown out of your bow, can it be taken back? Now you run after it to catch it. Will you be able to catch it? So what's done is done. What you can do is prevent making another action. Now, let me give you more examples. Self-made traps. For example, I know this might correlate in coming context as well, but you went for a shopping, let's say. You went for a shopping and you started liking certain things which are out of your budget. Okay, now you're liking it and the EMI option is available or loan option is available. You can take it on loan or EMI. Because your desire is so much that you want to take right now, you take it on loan or EMI. Then you went ahead and something else is there, because the EMI in that moment is really less, is in your budget, you take it on EMI. Right? You took one thing, you took another thing, you took another thing. You took all, let's say 3-4 things on EMIs in that moment, because you wanted it and you did not think, and you took it because you thought that I'll take care of the EMIs. I have a great job. If not, I will work harder and I'll do something and gain. Now, this is a self-made trap. See it as self-made trap. Why? Because yes, you can work harder, but the wise decision is to take what you can in that moment. But that greed, okay, no, I want this also right now only. I do not have patience. I cannot wait for me to have enough budget to take it. I want it now. Understanding these are the ways of our life. Then you will go for another loan to repay the last loan. Or you will ask for lending money, someone to lend you money. Again, you trap. We don't understand, but these are traps. Until and unless you're going to pay that money, you are in a trap. You think, no, these are the way of life. What is she talking about? She doesn't know. No, these are the way of life. No, these are the traps that we build ourselves. You think you're protecting yourself? You're building a great life by doing it? How much hard work you have to do to repay those EMIs every month? Are you gonna sit and do the normal work? No, you have to work harder now. You could have worked normally, and when the time is right, took whatever is in your budget in that moment. But you could not wait. And again, do not get me wrong, there's nothing wrong in desiring something. If you have desired, you have to plan it, you have to take wise actions. Okay, this is what I want, this is my plan, I will take whenever I'll do these things which is in my capacity, by not straining myself, by not putting myself under so much stress and pressure. Because again, law of compensation, you are not your physical body, this body is not yours. You cannot overdo. I'll do day and night, I'll put together and I'll take that. We don't understand. But all of this are creating karma. You will have a luxurious life, and you can have a luxurious life of it effortlessly as well. If you have the right wisdom. Who says that you have to do such hard work to gain that? Nobody is telling you that desiring is wrong. What I'm telling you is the way that we do, the way we are doing it can be a self-made trap. So that is where we need to check ourselves. What is that is the requirement? What is truly you require? What is that you truly need, you want? And how much is your capacity to take it? Take only that in that moment. The greed of hoarding things in that very moment and thinking that you will be able to, you will manage it, will get you in the trap. This is what it is. And then, of course, now understanding that how your speech, how your writings, how your intentions, how your thoughts are creating self-made trap. Now, for example, I'm speaking and you all are listening. If I speak something which is against the nature, which is against the truth, I will create a self-made trap for myself. Because of me, okay, let me give you another example. Someone comes and asks me that, hey, I've done this. How is this? How do you think the whole thing is? Let's see an artwork. And I say, no, you're not, this is worse. I don't think you have a creative eye. I don't think you have creative mind. What did I do in that moment? Okay, that maybe the truth was that it was not right. Whatever the artwork came in front of me was not right. But what I spoke, what I put forward is not only affecting that person's life I'm speaking to, it's also affecting my life. Because of me, that person lost his or her self-confidence, self-worth, or felt that, okay, I'm not a creative mind, I do not have a creative eye, I'm never gonna create from now on. So that decision was made because of my speech. This is what a self-made trap looks like. I made a self-made trap. Now in future, he's going to realize that no, I do have creativity in me. It was a foolishness that I believed in that person. I wasted so many years. My whole life was wasted. Now I cannot do anything. Now I cannot achieve my goal, my aim. So who is the reason behind that? That person, that one person. And there are so many stories like this. This was just a hypothetical example, but so many lives get lost because of these things. I'm sure many of you have experienced it in your own life, and it could be your own family members. Because of my own unaware or ignorance, I did not, my words were not right. I could have said in that moment that, hey, right now you need a work, you need to put more work and put more knowledge, right knowledge to create more and more better artworks. That could have encouraged him or her rather than saying that you, what I said. So there is always a way. So that's how we create self-made traps. I will come to you, Sangeeta ji. Let me complete this, and then all the question answers you can write it down and take it in the end of the session, so that in between the the continuation do not break. Okay. Let me give more examples. Here, they do not have more examples, but let me read what is written over here. How many traps have we built for ourselves? The person himself become a trap. For those who create traps in their lives, become the most dangerous traps for others. How we create traps for ourselves now, let us understand that. By programming ourselves. No, this is not right. If somebody, I think this world works on, if you are not smart enough, fast enough to if you're, I'm in a corporate world. If I believe in this, that until and unless I, I cut other people's in the line, people are in the line, I won't be able to achieve my goal of being on a certain position. If I believe in this, what am I doing? I'm creating a self-made trap. Our beliefs, our thinking patterns, our emotional patterns create the self-made traps. What we are feeding ourselves with, what we are believing in, are they in coherence with the truth, or are they wrong belief patterns, wrong belief programming? How to check that? How can we really check what are the right beliefs, what are the wrong beliefs, what are the right programming, what is the right way of thinking, what is wrong programming done by society and media? How to know that? That knowing will come from your intuition. And how to have that intuition? By doing meditation. That is the only way. Nobody, there's no guidebook who's gonna keep you, who that guidebook in your hand will be kept and you can read and okay, this is not the right way to think, I will not think that way. No, the guidebook is within, that is your intuition. So you are your own guide, you will know what is wrong programming. The more and more aware you become, the more and more those belief patterns which are not putting you in the right track of life will come in front of you. You will get aware, okay, this is not right. How today Sangeeta ji just shared that earlier she used to not see the light, but after meditation she is able to see the light. How is she able to see the light? Because of her own wisdom, her own intuition is heightened. Her eyes are open, her real eye is open. So nobody is going to show you the truth. You are going to see the truth because truth exists. It's not hiding somewhere for someone to bring it in front of you. You have to open your eye. And that happens only and only with meditation. And if we won't do it, we will keep on creating traps and we will become most dangerous trap. We won't realize even that what we are speaking is creating more and more traps for not just for ourselves, for others. We'll guide others what we are, what we think. Don't talk to that person. That person is not right. Who are you to define that person is not right? Whatever that person may have done, that is for the other person to judge or experience or anything. Now, when a person is trapped in his wrongdoings, wrong words, wrong thinking, wrong emotions, he becomes trapped by his own creations. Then he sees other people exploiting and manipulating, and eventually becomes caught up in their own trap. In this process, he tries to exploit and manipulate and becomes trapped in his own course of action. Whatever you are from within, you see only that. What you are, you can only see that. If you are becoming more and more self-trapped, you will see the more and more manipulation in the world. This is manipulating me, this is trapping me. And then you will try to manipulate others to save yourself, to save yourself. Now, again, you see the cycle. Karma is all about chain cycles. It's all about chains. That what is karma is. One thing happens, then you react to it, then it creates more, then it will come back to you with more force, then you will give it back with more force, then more force, it will keep creating. So until you wake up, until you start taking right actions, it will not stop. Insanity is contagious. Karma is contagious. It is a very good sign if you realize that you are in a trap. When complaining about your health, happiness, personal relationships, and so on, it means that you have begun to understand that you are in a trap and that you want to get out of it. Most people do not make any effort to escape, but they complain. My husband do not, my husband is so and so, my wife is so and so. They will only complain, but they will not do anything about it. My job is giving me so much pain. But they will wake up again tomorrow mechanically. They will go to the job again. They will thrive to become get into better position in that job. But they will not do anything about the pain that they are going through by becoming that. Because they happily are building the traps. That is what he's saying, and that is the very much truth. You own a business. Once you because of the great deal, there was a great deal, but that great deal is costing you a lot of your ethics, your truth, your beliefs. But because the great deal is there and you are a business holder, you took it. Self trap. self-made trap. Who is responsible for this? You are. It was your choice. Do you think you won't get better opportunities to make your business successful? Best of best in that business? But you chose wrong because you thought that is the best opportunity for your business. You're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for your business. Whose business is that? Yours. You think you are doing wise for your children by protecting them from certain actions, by not letting them do what they want to do. You're protecting them. You're giving them the best of this world. No, you're not. You're creating self-made traps for yourself, for your children. They're gonna do that same thing to others. Maybe to you also. So these are the self-made traps. Now, let me open the forum. And then tomorrow we are going to talk about law of payment. Karma as law of payment. And then very interestingly, we're going to talk about five jewels of that are relevant in karma. Very interesting topic. That will make us understand whatever we have talked about and not in much better way. Okay. So now please read the book yourself as well. It is very important that you read this book. Okay. Sangeeta ji, you can unmute yourself.
जब मैंने हैंड रेस किया था, जो आपने पहले शेयर किया था, मुझे कुछ भी समझ नहीं आ रहा था, इसलिए मैंने हैंड रेस किया था। अब तो मैं वो शेयर नहीं कर सकती। अगर ये बुक हिंदी में है तो प्लीज आप वो शेयर कर दें तो मैं वो भी रीड करूँ, क्योंकि इंग्लिश में मुझे भी थोड़ा मुश्किल लगता है, तो फिर वो मजा नहीं आता पढ़ने में, करने में।
देखिए, हिंदी में तो ये बुक पीडीएफ नहीं है, मगर अगर मुझे कुछ मिलता है तो मैं डेफिनेटली आपके साथ शेयर करूंगी। ठीक है। मगर अगर आप ये सेशंस ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, मैं एक बात डेफिनेटली कन्वे करना चाहूंगी, एवरीथिंग इज एनर्जी। ठीक है। अगर समझ में भी नहीं आ रहा है ना, तो आप आंख बंद करके ध्यान में बैठ सकते हैं वाइल लिसनिंग। ठीक है। तो जो भी ऊर्जा है शब्दों की, वो आप तक पहुंचेगी। एंड कीप एन इंटेंशन ऑफ यू विल अंडरस्टैंड, एंड आई एम श्योर आप उसी इंटेंशन से ही आ रहे हैं, तभी आप ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं इन स्पाइट ऑफ लैंग्वेज बैरियर। मगर और अपनी अपनी संकल्प शक्ति को और बढ़ाएं कि मैं ध्यान करती हूँ और मेरे को समझ में आएगा ही, जो भी मैसेज है वो मेरे तक पहुंचेगा ही। ठीक है। एंड मेरी भाषा जो है, मेरी इंग्लिश भी, आई एम नॉट कोई बहुत डिफिकल्ट इंग्लिश में मैं बात नहीं कर रही हूँ। अगर कुछ नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो डेफिनेटली यू कैन आस्क, और मैं उसको हिंदी में कन्वर्ट कर सकती हूँ। तो आपका कोई पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक है, सो आई कैन क्विकली डू दैट, कि मैं उसको हिंदी में थोड़ा बता दूं। क्या चीज जो आपको नहीं समझ में आया, डिफिकल्ट लग रहा है? आई यू एबल टू अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ? आप अपने आप को अनम्यूट कर पा रहे हैं?
नहीं हो रहा था, नहीं, ऐसा कोई टॉपिक उस वक्त समझ में नहीं आ रहा था। ठीक है, मैं
ओके। अगर आप
कोशिश
बताएंगे
करूंगी
क्या
कल से
था
कि
वो
मैं
बात।
थोड़ा और ध्यान।
हाँ, ओके। तो अगर आप उस टॉपिक के बारे में थोड़ा बोलते हैं तो मैं दोबारा उसको समझाती हूँ हिंदी में। वरना मैं कोशिश करती हूँ, अगर मुझे कुछ हिंदी से मिलता है तो मैं आपको शेयर कर दूँ इस बुक पे। मगर या आप कुछ भी बताइए कि कहाँ आपको अटक रहा है, तो मैं आपको हेल्प कर सकती हूँ। अदरवाइज द एनर्जी ऑफ whatever is being shared here will be, you will receive it, आप तक पहुंचेगी। ओके। any other? ना ओके रेखा जी, सो आप बोल रहे थे, आपका क्वेश्चन था दैट व्हेन आई मेडिटेट थॉट्स गो थ्रू ऑल द टाइम, sometimes before I did, sometimes before I did imagination meditation, even that time also that happened. Okay, thoughts, दिमाग का काम है, our brain, the function of brain is to think, our function of heart is to beat, right, to clean the blood, right? So they will do, that's their nature. What we are doing in meditation is not to fight with the nature. So we don't have to fight with our thoughts. Let the thoughts come and go. They will go. Because if you will not weave, if you will not, Rekha ji, if you are here, please open your camera so I can talk to you. So, Google translation is not absolutely always correct, but of course it's gonna help. So Preeti ji has given a solution that you can do Google translation. Okay, so Rekha ji, thoughts जो हैं वो आएंगे ही. You understand English? आप अनम्यूट कर सकते हैं अपना, ताकि हम एक दूसरे से बात कर पाए. आप कहाँ से हैं? आपका आवाज नहीं आ रहा है, सॉरी.
वहां से, यहाँ से अनम्यूट नहीं हो रहा है।
हाँ, हो गया है, अब सुन सकते हैं आपको.
जी, मैं पाकिस्तान से ही हूँ। मुझे इंग्लिश आती है, लेकिन इतनी भी अच्छी नहीं आती है, समझने में कुछ कुछ दिक्कत आ रही है।
ठीक है, मैं आपको हिंदी में इसका जवाब देती हूँ जो आपको क्वेश्चन है. सोच विचार आएंगे ही, वो बहुत ही बेसिक एंड नेचुरल चीज है. हमारा काम ध्यान में बैठना यही है ताकि सोच विचार कम हो जाए. तो शुरुआत में आएंगे ही, आपको कुछ इमेजिन करने की जरूरत नहीं है. जो हम ध्यान अभी कर रहे हैं उसका नाम है आना पाना सती ध्यान, जिसका मतलब है केवल अपनी अंदर आती और बाहर जाती श्वासों के साथ रहना. ठीक है, जब भी कोई सोच विचार आए तो अपना सारा ध्यान दोबारा अपनी सांसों पे ले आइए कि मेरी सांस कैसे अंदर जा रही है और कैसे बाहर आ रही है. धीरे धीरे, थोड़ा समय लग सकता है, मगर धीरे धीरे आपकी आदत बन जाएगी. और वो जो सोच विचार कंटिन्यूसली आ रहे हैं, इतने ज्यादा आ रहे हैं, धीरे धीरे कम हो जाएंगे और शून्य स्थिति पे आप पहुंच जाएंगे. ये एक नेचुरल स्थिति है जो आएगी ही आएगी. कोई भी ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि जो कर रहा है ये प्रैक्टिस अपने सांसों पे वापस आ रहा है निरंतर, जो स्थिति शून्य स्थिति में ना पहुंचा हो. सो ये नेचुरल है, होगा ही, मगर थोड़ा संघर्ष करना पड़ेगा. जैसे ही आपको लग रहा है कि आपके सोच विचार आ रहे हैं और आप उस सोच में जा रहे हैं, तुरंत अपने आप को खींच के अपनी सांसों पे ले आइए. बस यही करना है. सो सोच विचारों का आना इज नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम. उनको लड़ना कि नहीं 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 आया, मेरे को सोचना नहीं है, अपने आप को रोकना, वो प्रॉब्लम देगा. बिकॉज आप नहीं रोक सकते. क्या आप बहती हुई रिवर को रोक सकते हैं? आप उसमें कितनी, कितना ही डैम लगा लें, उसका फोर्स कितना तेज आएगा, राइट? अगर एक बहती हुई रिवर के अंदर आप एक एक रोक डैम लगा देंगे, एक दीवार खड़ी करेंगे, रोकने की कोशिश करेंगे, तो फोर्स बढ़ जाएगा ना उस रिवर का. समझ में आ रहा है रेखा जी?
जी जी।
सो सिमिलरली, अगर हम उन इतने सारे थॉट्स आ रहे हैं उस समय उसको रोकने की कोशिश करेंगे, तो वो और फोर्स से हमारे को आएगा. तो रोकने की कोशिश मत करिए. आपको क्या करना है, जैसे ही सोच विचार आए उनको बिल्कुल आने देना है. आने दो और जाने दो. आपको उनसे कोई वास्ता नहीं. ठीक है, और अपना सारा ध्यान सांसों पे ले आइए. जैसी सोच विचार आए और आपको लग रहा है आप बह रहे हैं उसमें, दोबारा सांसों पे आए. ये प्रैक्टिस करिए और आप, यू विल अचीव जीरो स्टेट. थोड़ा समय दीजिए. कुछ इमेजिन नहीं करना आप, कोई विजुअलाइजेशन नहीं करना, कोई मंत्र जाप नहीं करना, कोई आइडलाइज नहीं करना. कि मैं इस स्थिति में जा रही हूँ, मेरे को समुद्र दिख रहा है, मुझे गहराइयां दिख रही है, मुझे घरा घरा घना जंगल दिख रहा है, कुछ विजुलाइज नहीं करना। वो सब भी है अपनी जगह, मगर वो ध्यान नहीं है, वो विजुअलाइजेशन है। वो आपके मन को एक स्थिति में पहुंचाना है। इधर हम क्या कर रहे हैं, अपने मन को खत्म कर रहे हैं, ताकि जो हमारे किसी काम का नहीं है उसको हम जाने दे रहे हैं अपने अंदर से बाहर। ठीक है?
जी जी।
राइट, थैंक यू। All right, anybody has any other question or anything they want to share, please go ahead. Patience is the key. अपने साथ बहुत पेशेंस होना है। बी पेशेंट विद योर सेल्फ एज मच एज पॉसिबल। हम दूसरों के साथ ज्यादा पेशेंट होते हैं, अपने साथ बिल्कुल पेशेंट नहीं होते। सो हैव पेशेंस, बी पेशेंट विद योर सेल्फ। ओके, दिस जर्नी इज नॉट समथिंग विच यू आर गोना गेट इन अ फ्लिक ऑफ अ सेकेंड। ऐसी तुरंत नहीं मिल जाएगा कुछ भी। सो जितना पेशेंस रख सकते हैं रखें अपनी जर्नी पे, और जितनी जितना सिंसेयर साधना आपकी होगी उतना सिंसेयर रिजल्ट होगा। सो जितने कमिटेड आप हैं उतना ही कमिटेड रिजल्ट होगा। अगेन, लॉ ऑफ कर्मा, एवरीथिंग इज लॉ ऑफ कर्मा। So whatever you're gonna give, if you're sincere about your journey, then the journey will be sincere about you. So nothing can ever go against law of nature. That is the law of nature. What you sow, so you reap. So if you're sowing the seeds of right actions, you're gonna receive right results. Sometimes on the surface level, some results appears right, but the actions were made to get those results were not right. So it might appear, okay, I got great results, but your actions are creating some other consequences and they are going to come back. So understand, you cannot cheat the law of nature. So with that, let us meet tomorrow again for more understanding and great group meditation. See you tomorrow. Bye.